Today, as a part of my indoor garden series, I'm going to show you the things that you can just find around your home to use as containers or decorations to go along with your potted plants. So what I did is I found a few antiques that I don't use. They've been hanging out in the cupboards collecting dust, and I don't know if you're familiar with Irma Bonbeck. She was a syndicated columnist, and she was diagnosed with cancer, and before she passed away, she wrote a column saying that she would have, eaten popcorn in the good living room. She would have eaten off the china. So this is my kind of nod to her. I mean, what good is this china doing sitting in a cupboard collecting dust? Might as well use it as a plant container or use it on a daily basis. So that is my philosophy too for today. So first of all, these are fake plants in here. I did not have enough real plants yet to collect to put inside here, but these down here, right here, are real. So the first item I'll show you is you can use an old teapot and just stick up some plants in it, or you could have a smaller container inside of it since there is no hole on the bottom. So this would be the teapot, and then here is your sugar bowl. So you can just put maybe even a teeny tiny succulent pot inside here. So that is it for these two items. And then here is another example of a teapot that you could use to put a plant inside. Okay, and this I had hanging up outside, and I decided to bring it in, and I am going to be hanging that up in my plant room, my den that I'm turning into a plant room or an indoor garden. I probably won't keep these succulents in there. I might put something else. So that will probably go up on the wall, maybe with a nice trailing ivy, a real ivy. And here I have, my uncle had given this to me. This is an old cheese box, and you could also put some succulents inside there. Of course, you could raise them up a little bit, but this is the Mellow Bit brick American cheese, pasteurized processed cheese. So this is what your cheese would come in a long time ago, but this would also make a great plant container or holder. Okay, and another item, here are also some old antique dishes. I could put dirt in here and then put some succulents in them. I would have to be very careful though about how much water I give the plants, because since there is no drainage hole. But those are also other possibilities to use your items that you don't use, that are either stashed away in your garage, a cupboard, or a storage unit. Okay, and now this item was a plant that or a container that my daughter found for me at a second-hand store, and I thought this was really cute. So I plan on putting some type of plant in there. And like I said, these are fake for the moment, just to give you an idea of what things would look like. Okay, and the next item I have here is an old bowl. Well, it's not really old. I don't know if it's clay or it's not ceramic or stone. I'm not quite sure what it is. But I thought about making this into a succulent garden with putting lots of small succulents inside of it. And you could also make fairy gardens. You can buy kits, and you can buy the little fairies, the little fences, and the little houses, and you could use your succulents to, fill it in so it would be like a living garden, fairy garden. So that's an idea. And now this other item, this is just an old basket made out of, it looks like maybe birch wood, I'm not sure. And this is a real succulent, and I just stuck the little plant inside of this container. It's in a container here. So that's another idea. So you can go around your house and probably find a lot of baskets that you aren't using that you could also place your plants into. Okay, and this item is an old cigar box. This belonged to my dad. He did not smoke cigars. He had tools inside of it. And so what I did for this, I keep this in the living room, And I keep this is by my fireplace, and I keep it leaning, this part leaning up against the fireplace, and just put the plant in here, and it's kind of decorative and unique, and it actually looks quite nice. And maybe one of my other videos you'll see how it sets in there. Okay, another item. Now this is once again a fake plant, but you want to put real ones in, but fake if you cannot grow plants and just don't have a green thumb. This is a replica of an old salt box where you'd have the salt in there and you just have the little scoop and you'd scoop it out. And this was made by my sister. She's really pretty good at woodworking, and so she duplicated an old box that my grandfather had made. She had took it apart and used the pattern, and I used to have this hanging on my wall in my kitchen, and what I'd keep in here would be rubber bands and old twisty ties, but I thought it would look great as a little plant container, and put, you know, I could put the pot right inside of this box. So that is another item. And now here is just a little basket that I had received in one of my subscription boxes, Bibliophilic Excursions. And you could also, you know, stick another small plant inside of here. So that's kind of cute. Okay, and let me see what else. Okay, this is an old container, no hole on the bottom. So once again, I would put, you know, a container inside of the container. Or I could put dirt in here and just be very careful about how I water, since there's no drainage hole. And here we go here. Now, we recently replaced our mailbox. This was hanging, you know, outside. And you can tell this is really old. It was here ever since we moved into the house. We've lived here, gosh, 34 years. And so we finally got a new mailbox. But I thought it would be cute as maybe perhaps a planter, hang it on the wall. I could also have like little hanging pots here. And my husband drilled holes in the bottom of it for me. So this may also go into my indoor garden room. So you can find all kinds of containers and things to do your plants. Now, this is the old wooden bowl. It is huge, and I probably could plant something like this in there because it's so tall. It actually would be perfect for this type of plant, but it is a rather big container. And the only thing I know about this bowl is that, well, my aunt gave it to me, and her neighbor across the street used to go up to Alaska, and I think it was hunting trips, or he worked up there, I'm not quite sure, and he used to make huge salads in this bowl. So all I know about it is a guy named Mel made salads in this bowl up in Alaska. So I really didn't know what to do with it. I would never make a salad in here. Besides that, it's you know, way too big, and it's kind of dirty, and I don't know how I would clean it up. So I'm thinking of having my husband drill a hole in the bottom of this and use it as a planter. So that is everything that I have to show you here. And like I said, just look around your house and you could probably find tons of things for decorating with your plants, either real or fake. So that is it for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.